Hello, students. Today we are going to learn an important grammar topic direct and indirect speech, also known as reported speech. This topic helps us understand how to report or repeat what someone else has said. We will learn the rules, examples, and some practice questions to understand this concept clearly. What is direct speech? Direct speech tells us the exact words spoken by a person. These words are placed inside quotation marks. We also use a reporting verb like said or asked. For example, she said, I am happy. Here, the exact words spoken by the person are written inside quotation marks. What is indirect speech? Indirect speech tells us what someone said but not in their exact words. In indirect speech, we remove the quotation marks. Sometimes we also change the tense, pronoun, and time expressions. For example, direct. She said, I am happy. Indirect, she said that she was happy. Common reporting verbs. To report someone's speech, we use reporting verb. Some common reporting verbs are say, tell, ask, reply, shout, explain, and suggest. The verb tell is usually used with an object. For example, he told me the news. The verb ask is commonly used for questions. For example, she asked him if he was ready. General rule backshifting of tenses. When the reporting verb is in the past tense, the tense of the original sentence usually moves one step back. This is called backshifting of tenses. For example, present simple becomes past simple. I play becomes he said that he played. Present continuous becomes past continuous. I am playing becomes he said that he was playing. Tense change examples. Let us see some example of tense changes. Present simple changes to past simple. For example, she says, I like apples. In direct speech, she said that she liked apples. Present continuous changes to the past continuous. I am reading become he said that he was reading. Present perfect changes to past perfect. I have finished becomes she said that she had finished. Tense change example. Now let us see more tense changes. Past simple becomes past perfect. I ate the cake becomes he said that he had eaten the cake. Will changes to would. I will come becomes he said that he would come. Can changes to could. I can swim becomes he said that he could swim. Pronoun and time place changes. When converting into indirect speech, pronouns must change according to the speaker. For example, I may become he or she, and we may become they. Time and place words also change. For example, now becomes then, today becomes that day, here becomes there. I will come here tomorrow becomes He said that he would come there the next day. Yes and no type questions. When we convert yes or no questions into indirect speech, we use if or whether. We also remove the question from question form and write it as a normal sentence. For example, direct, do you like tea? Indirect, she asks if I like tea. WH questions. For WH questions such as what, where, when, why, who, and how, we keep the question word, but we change the sentence into a statement form. For example, where do you live? Indirect, he asked where I lived. Commands and request. When reporting commands or requests, we use verbs like told, ordered, or asked. The structure becomes verb plus object plus to plus base verb. Example, sit down becomes he told me to sit down. For request, please help me becomes she asked me to help her. Negative imperatives. When a command is negative, we use not to before the verb. For example, don't be late becomes he told me not to be late. This helps us clearly express negative command in indirect speech. Conversion step by step. To convert direct speech into indirect speech, follow these main steps. First, identify the reporting verb and its tenses. Second, remove quotation mark. Third, change the tense if necessary. Fourth, change pronoun and time or place words. Finally, use the correct structure for questions or commands. Examples. Let us look at an example. Direct speech. She said, I am going to the market tomorrow. Since the reporting verb said is in the past tense, we change the tense and time word. She said that she was going to the market the next day. Example, question. Here is another example with a question. He asked, did you finish your homework? Since it is a yes or no question, we use if. He asked if I had finished my homework. Practice exercise. Now it's time for practice. Children, convert these sentences into indirect speech. Try to solve them. Common mistakes. While converting sentences, students often make some common mistakes. They forget to change pronoun or time expressions. They forget to change the tense when the reporting verb is in the past tense. And sometimes they wrongly use if in WH questions. So always check these points carefully. Summary tips. Let us quickly revise. First, identify the reporting verb. Second, change the tense if necessary. Third, change pronoun and time words. Use if or whether for yes or no questions and keep WH words for WH questions. Practice regularly with different sentences to master direct and indirect speech.